Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So let's start with the coin market cap today just to check what's going on. So we can see like in the past 24 hours, so Bitcoin is up like almost like 3.5% with $58,000. Ethereum around like $2,400. BNB nice pump like more than 6% in the past 24 hours with $544. Solana $136, so as well almost like 3%. So we can see the market seems to be pretty green today, and the total crypto market cap, it's like more than $2 trillion with a bit more than 2%. So I think it's a pretty good signs. Fear and greed index, so still in the fear mode like 37. As we know, September is still a bit quiet months, so we are on accumulations mode where it's still a bit boring, but it's good to know that we are on a good track. Before we move in news, let's check like a few little charts, like more like half on-chain analysis, but it's always good. You see, we can see different little graph, market cap, like so. Bitcoin is like above like 1 trillion. ETH 276 billion, stablecoin 163 billions, and the others, all the other altcoins like 420 billion. So it can give us a bit of ideas, and this is like on the total. So we can see we are all the time on the uptrend. So I think it's a good signs, and sometimes like it's good to have as well a little check on the stablecoins market cap. So we can see overall same. We can see we are on the uptrend like overall, and for the past year. It's gonna download a bit, give it time, but yeah, you see it's steadily growth. So we got like some more and fresh investment coming in. The volume for the past 24 hours, I'm just gonna make it for you. So yeah, you see volume is up, so it's always good. And in terms of Bitcoin dominance, what I checked, and it's interesting, but we can see that like it's important all the time to check like the Bitcoin dominance to know if we are kind of altcoin season or not. But look, what I check is, give me a bit of time there. So you see in March BTC were 51%, and now we are at 55. And the thing is, like when the Bitcoin dominance is very high, it's where like altcoin does not perform that much or well. But at some point, Bitcoin's gonna lose his dominance, and when the Bitcoin dominance start to drop, it's where the BTC altcoin pair start to pump, and usually it's where we have the altcoin season. So we know that BTC is like the king, is the father of all the altcoins. So it's gonna need to pump first, but when we're going to start to see the dominance dropping, it's start to be the signs where we have like reversal trend, and maybe for altcoin season. So yeah, as we check but a bit more in depth, the crypto fear grid index. So I like this one because it's kind of judging where we are without seeing graph price. So we can judging, but with the feeling of people, and something where if people were here in March, it's really nice to see that like in March, you see we were like on an extreme grid. So we really need to pay attention on the big picture. So I'm not gonna check like on the 7th, I'm gonna have a look, but just like when we check on a bigger, like more than a year, we can clearly see, you know, that like we were on extreme grid, and it was maybe time to maybe scoop some profits and let him go down, you know. there is two ways in the market, up or down and sideways, but like major trend, you know, on swings. So, and I think it's not, it can be smart just to sometime have a edge and just to double check those type of little graphs. They are simple but efficient, and so it's good to know. So now at the moment we are like 37th on the index. It's happened like when we have like black swan events, it can drop very very low, you know, when we have like those falling knives, you know, where the price drop crazy and we see those really red days with like minus 10, 15, 20, 30%. And it's healthier. Don't get me wrong, it's good sometimes to have those big crash because it helps the market to get healthier. So it's kind of keep us in check. Not too much greed, not too much fear. It's good. It tests the resilience of the market. So yes, so that's this derivatives market as well, little, but I'm not gonna go too much in depth for this video, but for another one I will just have a look a bit more what's going on. But we can see graph like with Bitcoin options volatility, Ethereum volatility, you know, so it's always as well good to pay a bit of attention on those ones. Volumes very important, the fiat and stable coins as well, when it go up, go down. Bitcoin dominance, very important. It's where you can see where we're heading. And fear and greed index. Simple, but like I say, we're not gonna reinvent the wheel. If it's working, we just need to pay attentions and adding a little bit with that. So let's check a bit. There is a few news. So on the UK side, so UK introduced bills to classify crypto assets like Bitcoins and NFT as personal property. So yes, it's good. In a way that we're moving forward. More regulations mean that they see a future for the crypto industry. So we know it's here to stay. After, it's always depending what they're gonna do next, but overall it's good. Moving forward, but need to go according to the plan, where not too much censorship. So you get the points. Next up, so Degens lose against after betting that Trump and Harris would debate Bitcoins and crypto. So yeah, it's true. Yesterday, I don't know if you watch a bit, but on Twitter you can find like easily like a lot of like little short video, but about the debate they didn't mention anything about crypto, and yeah, so that's why sometimes markets tend to dump. Because there is a rule of thumb where it's like, show me the chart and I'm going to tell you the news. So that's why he dumped a bit yesterday. But now we can see we are back on track and it's a green day. So congrats to everybody are still here, hodling, didn't panic sell and accumulate on this dip of yesterday. And kudos to the guy who take it. It's big bet, but you never know. So CryptoPunk's NFT worth 1.5 millions just sold for $23,000. So is that a haste of just a brilliant play? Time will tell, I will say, of its market value thanks to a smart contract and an unexpected move. So as you may know, if you were here last bull run, so those CryptoPunks went nuts, where people bought them for very cheap, and you can see those price where 1.5 million for an NFT. I think that's what kind of where the build, where this technology were starting to grow, and now where we are with all those NFTs in all those chains, you know, Ethereums and others. So I think it's a smart move to have one, because it's bring you, it's a bold move. So hopefully it's gonna work hard for him. Next up, let's check a bit of chart. So I like those type of graphs because price is one thing, on-chain analysis is one thing as well, and sometimes to have those little pictures can help us to grasp a bit where we are. So signals of Bitcoin adoption continue relentlessly and steadily despite what is going on with the price. So yeah, that's why I love it so much on this channel when I found some interesting pictures, because sometimes pictures speak louder than words, especially with my French accent. So that's why it's a bit easier. You see, that's why I love it so much. It's, I think for myself, it's entertaining. It speaks by itself, and I think it's bring a lot of value, and sometimes can make clearer. So Bitcoin's golden cross and bearish cross are very important in graph, in charts, and you can see all the time that a golden cross happened or happening, it can spike and start a massive rally, especially when you adding more than one information from multiple sources, and you bring the narratives, the Bitcoin halvings, the charts, the horizontal support and resistance, the simple moving average, the 200 moving average is very important, the 20 moving average is very important, if we are overbought, oversold with the volumes. So all those things combined is good. I think if I remember, I know that like golden cross and bearish cross, death cross, are lagging indicator, meaning that they're going to happening a little bit after then something happens. It's kind of confirmation. So when you see them is when you can see a smart investor coming in, or a kind of exit plan. So don't be the exit liquidity, please. So we just like I explained on my video of yesterday, it's I make it simple. I just want to reduce the noise, because on a daily it's just going nuts, but when you zoom out it just more steadily, and we can more understanding the trend, where we are, where we're heading, and that's part of those little charts. So in the past cycles, every time a golden cross appeared on the 2-month charts, so you see we're zooming out, we are not on the 15-minute charts, it's led to a massive BTC rally. And we know we are due one, we deserve it one, for all those red days, and BTC is very resilient. Of course, we want the price going up. I think everyone wants it, and we are not financial advice on this channel. And my point is, what I wanted to say, yes, we know that we are due about something, and what we can be proud of is, first, we are still here. So congrats, and pat on your back. If you are here, you still keep investing in yourself. And secondly is when we have the wars, we got censorship, we got politicking things issue, and geez, Bitcoin is still like above like 50,000 US dollars, you know, no matter what, Black Swan event, you know, everything, give it to us, we take it. So it's good. Even sometimes there is like fear in the market, it's good that we know that we are resilient. BTC is like between 50 and 60k. We had like the halving year, elections coming up. So I don't know if you think the same thing as me, but it's good. For me, I have a good feeling, and always follow your intuitions. So that was this little chart. And sometimes I like as well just to implement like a few things, but it just speaks by itself sometimes. Expectation of halving. We thought about that, but that's the real thing. That's the professional guy. So yeah, so sometimes like I say, videos speak more or louder than words. And next up, I'm just gonna show you. So for people who doesn't know, Tom Lee is a OG guy. And he still believe that Bitcoin could reach like 100k by the end of the year, with most of the gain expected after the US election. And 100% shares the same opinion that it's very plausible and possible that we see Bitcoin over 100k. Why? Because history tend to rhymes. And we know that election years it's very pumpy trend for the markets, because they want to look good and they need to pump the price of the stock market and risky assets, and to say, hey, look at that, with us it's looking good. So it's very, and we know we are on a critical periods and moments. We know that it's been strange for the last few years, and we are due to something. So plus all the news, for if you've been here for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. It's very bullish, halving year, so shock supply, more new addresses, more innovations, yeah, everything. It's so good. So I'm just gonna play you a little video for you, just to make sure.
Target for Bitcoin now?
Yeah, our team, we have a crypto team. It's actually 4 people that research Bitcoin basically every day. And they think it's going to be over 100,000 by the end of the year, with most of that move coming after election day. So it's part of this halving cycle. I think that's not crazy. I mean, Bitcoin is, 58,000, but in the next couple of years, could it be mid 6 figures? Again, it's not a stretch, because the one thing is everybody in this room is above average in wealth, and the banking system works in your favor. If you're not wealthy, if you look at OECD data, the average person spends almost 6 weeks of their salary a year to pay for their bank account. That means they're paying more to use the banking system than they are paying in taxes. So it's really expensive. It's roughly 4% of all global GDP is spent to pay the banking system. It's a huge tax for most people.
Exactly, so it's simple, but the system has to change. We don't live anymore in a medieval time, and we know that the thing is, like, they try to fight technology, but do never fight technology, because technology always gonna be ahead. And it's great because we were so deep for maybe the last 30 years, where it's going down great, like you lose your purchase of power, and it's good to, I'm really glad that we're living in this moment. We're going through that, because after that we're going to thrive. So that's why, like, his 100k bitcoins possible, absolutely possible and plausible, I'm sure, because I'm betting on that. And we know that when the market's going to shift, it's going to happen very quick, very quick. So it's really important. Now, more little graph. So we can looking at the active address, ordinal BRC20 excluded, that has interacted with the Bitcoin network in the last 24 hours. We are effectively at 2019-20 level. So it's fair statement that the network utilization has stable in terms of usage counts. but no value. Yes, so one thing that I think it's important to keep in mind is this cycle, this narrative with on Bitcoin. We have altcoins, we got tokens now. That's it, you know. It's always been like, yeah, Bitcoin, like the little dinosaur. Yeah, of course, like technology, we have like faster, stronger, like cheaper and thing, but it's kind of assets underlying on the BTC blockchain. And I think this is important. After BRC20 tokens, for people who doesn't know, it's a protocol that is built not I think it's built on but BTC, but it's kind of not permanent, you know. There is like some fail, you know, you need to be if you spend your Bitcoin, you can lose them. They are like not permanent, you know. Other protocol on the Bitcoin blockchains are imprintable because they are like linked with your UTXO. I don't wanna go too much in depth, but you need to. We can go more deep and dive in this because I'm very interested on these topics. But keep in mind that for many bull runs and many time we didn't have any tokens, and this time, this bull run, the narrative is we have assets on the blockchains. So the free market decides what they want, and that's the beauty of it. So I'm sure if you have said that 5 years ago, they will say you are nuts, and the maxis will have say kind of F up. And yes, very good to know that again, innovation, don't fight the innovations, let the free market decide, and you never know what it can lead. And on this one, so yes, you can see the active address contained by groups. So this is pretty massive and huge. And a little update on the ETF as well. ETF this year. We don't realizing, but this is huge. Huge in a way that is bring more trust for investor, more regulations, and this what's gonna lead us to go and chase the market cap of gold and surpass the market cap of gold. And if it's mean that we are at the level of gold, the price gonna be much higher than that. That's again mentioned was gonna be like more than 100k. Not financial advice on this website, on this channel, and I'm just here just to don't kill the messenger. I'm just bring messages, and I'm just passionate about tech. But yes, you can see that after nearly 2 weeks of ETF outflow, we are back to inflows. So BlackRock is being the bigger one, Grayscale, Fidelity, ARK21 share, and Bitwise, Grayscale Mini, Venek, and others. And pay attention, those are big dogs. They know what I'm talking about. They are the who lead the finance in the world, especially BlackRock. And if they deep dive in, why like the random guy in the street should not like try to at least study and learn what is about blockchain. Like I say, we are not gonna go back to medieval ages, be back on the horse. I think it would be foolish to think about this. But yes, don't fight the tech. I think that's the word and the wise and the wisdom of today. So look guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's the time I just keep learning bit by bit, but if you found some value, drop a like, subscribe to be updated, and yes, have a great day and talk to you soon.